Welcome to Anselmo Academy of Music and the Arts YouTube channel. Today we are hosting our second online masterclass featuring Polish-born pianist and professor Miss Alicja Fiderkiewicz and a young pianist from California, Yuma Kano. Alicja Fiderkiewicz began her early studies in Warsaw, Poland, and soon after was accepted into the Central Music School under Moscow Conservatory. There she was taught by Professor Tatiana Kastner, and during her 6th year in Moscow, Alicja played in front of Tatiana Nikolaeva, Svetoslav Richter, and Emil Gilels. After graduating Warsaw Lyceum of Music with distinction, Alicja decided to continue her studies abroad and entered Royal Northern College of Music in Manchester, UK, where she currently resides as a UK resident in a class of Polish pianist Professor Richard Bachst. She is a winner of multiple national and international competitions, and she has performed widely across Europe, Asia, and US. She is frequent faculty member and performer in the prestigious International Summer School for Pianists in Chatham, Manchester, and she is often giving master classes in UK and abroad, and has also been a jury member on a number of competitions. She continues to provide her support through charitable performances, demonstrating her commitment to various worthwhile causes. And now a few words about Yuma Kano. Yuma has lived in Davis, California since he was born. He started piano at 7 years of age under the tutelage of Mrs. Helen Twiss for 1.5 years, and subsequently has been studying piano under Professor Akiko Gaffney until the present. Recently, he also took lesson with Professor Alexander Batushkin. Currently in 9th grade at Davis School for Independent Study, winner of numerous awards and accolades, among them first prize in the 4th Anselmo Academy International Youth Music Competition. Welcome to both of you, Professor Fiderkiewicz and Yuma Kano. Program today is Chopin Ballad number 2, Opus 38. We thank everyone for watching and tuning in today. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and other social media platforms. Yuma, please take it away.
Hello, you.
Hello.
Thank you very much. Very well played. I really enjoyed that. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, good, good. Right. Um, what edition are you using, just out of interest?
Um, Edition I am using
Just
Pader
out of interest.
Paderes
Sorry? For
Padereski.
the rest. Very good. Yes, that's a good edition to use, so am I. So I just wanted to find out because sometimes,
Mm.
there's some discrepancies over phrasing or things like that. If you use, for example, urtext, which I think is quite or not really very good for Chopin. Try not to try to actually avoid using urtext or Henle for Chopin because it's or even the worst one is Schirmer. That's the worst one, the yellow one. But no, Paderewski is good,
Mhm.
and Eckers is also good, but Paderewski for me is better. Right, I enjoyed your performance. I think it's a little bit, slightly, sort of, a little bit of nervousness came in at the beginning, but you,
I'm not
I
used to it.
I will make. How long have you been playing this work now?
Um, we what 4 months? We've
4
been
months.
in and out a little.
So 4 months, yes.
4 months or
Um,
so.
I I find that your what I would like to concentrate most on today with you is not so much the technical side of it because that's something you work on your own and it's good anyway. I might, if you have any difficulties, I might be able to give you some method of practice to improve what you already have. But I'd like to concentrate more on things like phrasing and the depth of sound. Although that is difficult to do on Zoom. It
Yeah.
sound we all know, but a little bit more phrasing. What I'd like to hear is also a little bit more dynamic contrast. Um, I don't know how much of una corda you're using, but it's very important that you do actually use the soft pedal, the una corda, a bit
Oh,
more often. Do you use a lot of it or not?
I use none really. I have
None.
none.
None. Right. I mean, I know it's very, very honorable and very good and very commendable when people say, "Oh, yes, but I don't want my student to use an accordion." When it comes to this standard of playing and competitions and things, you have to.
Mm.
You can't just get away with totally relying on your fingers. Yes, you can do as much piano and pianissimo with your own fingers, obviously, but eventually, as you get closer to the performing of that piece, you should start including una corda as well, very seriously, because I found here that sottovoce, pianissimo, piano were very much on one level for me. I didn't really have much dynamic
Oh,
contrast
okay.
because what was lacking was this sudden pianissimo, which should take you to a different world right at the beginning. I don't know. Do you put a pedal on before you play the first note?
Yes, most of the time.
You do. So you basically have pedal on and play. Yes. Good. That's also very important for most of the pieces you play. So that first note already starts, with depth and full sound. I usually find also, for me, it's a kind of security. I always find more secure if I have the pedal on and then start playing the first note. I don't know why, but that's how it is. But your phrasing overall is good. But as I say, because of the lack of dynamics,
Mm-hmm.
they kind of,
Yeah.
they're a
Okay.
bit, you know, they don't go anywhere. You know what I like to sort of start with it una corda on. So, feeling that opening sort of coming from lower rather than that's to make it sort of falling from coming up from somewhere, suddenly around the corner, you're playing. That and another thing which I think you are doing, but not in 100%, finger legato.
Finger legato.
Finger legato with your own fingers rather than pedal. I always recommend, and myself, I also do that as I preach, and I preach the same thing to myself. Don't use pedal. First, when you're fingering something out and learning a new piece, do it without pedal. So you get a perfect finger connection with every note, physically connects notes rather than with the help of pedal. Because I've noticed people sometimes play. You're certainly not doing that. You are using good fingering, but not always connecting. For example, you can use four there rather than. There's quite a few places where I've marked that you're actually doing 5/5. It's quite possible to use 5/4 or 5/3 even. So be careful with things like that. Okay, right. So let's just start a little bit. Hopefully, you will hear when I'm trying to stop you. That's the worst thing on Zoom is when you try to stop a student and and they don't stop because they don't hear it. Yeah. Okay.
So from the beginning.
Yeah. Oh yes, yes. Yes. This is the first page of this ballad is very important. Right. Still a little bit softer. Sotto voce, really. That's sort of very and dreamy, very dreamy. It is a ballad, it is a poem, it is a story. Another sometimes doing now when that was better. But what came out now was that you're going. You have to be very wary of that quaver after crotchet. It's difficult to keep it under control without it suddenly sticking out. And I think you'll find if you take this fraction, maybe faster than what you were doing, that will make your phrases longer and come together better. Maybe it's a little bit, if you want to play in a slower tempo, you must have a fantastic instrument in front of you and an incredible depth. But you've got a nice instrument in front of you. It's a nice piano. What is it?
What?
What is the piano you're using?
The Steinway. The Steinway.
Yeah, I thought so. It's a nice one. You substitute if you get there's no point. Just join. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah? Can you see?
Yeah, I can see.
I remember when I used to play this, it's honestly, years since I've done it. So, but I remember practicing all this just top notes and making sure that there's no pedal, that all the notes are joined physically. So remember when you're playing a lot of Chopin and Schumann and all these composers, most composers, when they demand legato, just work without pedal to begin with.
Okay.
Find your way. Yeah. Now here, when you go here, one thing in Chopin. Oh, you can hear. Yes, you're freezing. One thing about Chopin, he never used to like if there was something very similar, or 2 or 3 similar phrases. He would always like to have the slight difference of either a rubato or a difference of dynamic or something like that, or feeling. you know. So this is sort of very, very, very sort of water. And when you go, you can slow down a bit here. Open up a little bit, breathe between phrases a little bit more. And the bar, you will have the number, but can you go from number 7? What's nice to do here is so it doesn't suddenly come up boom like this.
Yeah.
So it's good to slightly soft and only a little bit deeper. But if you do a beautiful rallentando with a little diminuendo in the bar 7, 8, 9 at the end of the bar 9, then when you breathe and you come out a little bit deeper, it will not be boom, but you know. That's it. Yeah. And to carry on a bit like that in this, you're still a fraction too slow, I think. For me, andantino is andantino. It's not exactly largo. You're a little bit, yeah. But for me, it's a fraction too slow. Yeah, can you try a little diminuendo there? And a tiny rallentando, because this is this long phrase. So, you know, in Chopin, the phrase usually begins with rubato, finish with a little rounding, and goes sort of to develop in the middle of it.
So,
That was a little bit too much, but that was better. You can still do it, this new phrase, follow me, you can still do it with una coda still on. You can still have soft pedal on. And then it will not come out as forzando, but, you know, it will come out a little, just needs a fraction of depth. Put a little bit more depth into your fifth finger here, or fourth, whichever finger you're doing that note. Just a little bit depth from your shoulder. Yes. The depth in Chopin and legato comes from shoulders, not from fingers. Nothing in Chopin comes from fingers, apart from this, or that lot, yes. Even that has to be, yes, very much legato too. So it has to also connect. But in also the cantilena places, cantabile and everything, it all comes from shoulder, yes. That's where depth comes from. Not from fingers.
Where should I start? Start bar 9 or 7?
Yeah. Now keep going. And now keep going. The thing here, when you bar sort of 13, 14, open up a bit more. So it's slightly different than it was for the first time. First time it was quite sort of straightforward. Here, I know it's not marked, but you can take quite a lot of liberties in Chopin when he comes. He wasn't particularly bothered with too many dynamics here and there. It's up to you really what you do here. I would open up on here. I would this comes three times there. First a little bit deeper, then less, and then less. So we got three times the same three notes played differently, showing
More
the
quiet, more quieter each time.
a little bit less. Yes, yeah, yeah. Yeah, make sure that you don't start doing it's that connects. Yeah, make sure that it starts not from the B flat but from the A, rather than. No, that's too little. You started that went well, and then you started too soft. Because then you start to get softer after that, you're going to lose contact with keyboard. Or Zoo is going to totally lose the sound. So let's yeah. Again, you have to finish that one as we're doing this descending like soft, really soft. Also like the first one. Making sure that this is not again not too loud. Just a singing tone rather than the loud one, deeper. Yeah, using this make sure that the bottom note in the left hand E in the left comes rather than. I think you're doing that in the wrong order. But let me hear again. Yeah. Right place. But you're doing too fast. This is melody. Sing it. You need in this and the whole of this page, the opening page and a half, you need a little bit more refinement in your playing. It's good playing. It's very correct. You've got the right phrases and everything, but it's you know. Just play me that bit. Just right hand on its own. Carry on. Yeah, this one is really the slowest one. I've lost connection.
You did?
Are you there? Hello?
Yes, I am here, but you froze. Can you hear me?
lost it.
Hello?
Hello, you're not there. I can't
You
get
hear
you.
us?
Just a minute. I'll try to get you again. No, I've lost you.
Can you cannot hear us? Can you hear
I
us?
can hear you. Yeah.
Do you see us?
No,
Oh,
no. I just got the Anselmo Academy.
okay.
Can you see me and hear me? Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe it'll come back, but we might as well,
Yeah.
come back. You just carry on, right? And here, and this is what I really want. And then, so you've got these three different dynamics there to do. Okay. I got you. I can see you. I can see you as well. Yeah. Try to sort of connect it more from kind of melody more. You've been breaking a bit. So it is so important. This page is probably the most difficult in the whole of the ballad, apart from the technical bits here and there. But I don't quite understand why you playing this. Sadly, I've lost you for a split second again. But from here, you suddenly go. Why do you? What's behind doing the crescendo in bar 25? When the line is definitely going down.
I see.
And you're crescending it too much. Keep those pianissimo really sort of sad song. Oh, so sorry about something. Yes?
Okay. Where should I just decrescendo? Like, you mean where should I just?
There, really, here. This is all of this section from bar 23 from the pianissimo. It's all really, I would keep it really very sort of on the same level, basically, here. Just don't do anything, just play beautifully. And maybe instead of crescendo in number 25, in bar 25, do a little line down. Here you go.
Oh, I get the left. Oh, I see.
And it's the left hand which sticks out too much. I think that you want to bring down the. Yes, right. But yes, okay, but it's possible to do it. Just bringing me that note by again, by joining this and singing these two notes and the right hand. Because what you're doing both. You're showing left and crescending right hand as well. So try not to do that. Yeah. Okay. Hey, the same the same little problem here when you get to the bar 37. Then you have to
Ah, okay.
again everything is done with depth. It's you kind of pushing the listen too hard, a little bit too harsh at places. It could, as I say, needs more depth rather than an accent or something. And now from when it gets back, you can open up your sound here a little bit more. You can do after this pianissimo and una corda, then just a little bit more, maybe mezzo piano there, almost edging on mezzo forte. Yeah, again, you suddenly that sometimes that left hand is a little bit out of control. Make sure that that quaver in the left hand is better controlled. Yeah, come on. Bar 25, 27. End of the 26, going on to 27. What are you playing there?
Oh, what do you? Oh, decrescendo.
Because the G is tied now. So it's only A and C to be played, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it. Okay.
Yeah, will you remember? Have you got a pencil to write it down, or are you going to remember?
Oh, no, I do not. I thought we were
You,
gonna record
well,
it.
okay. So do you remember? You can see very clearly, as I say, you're using Paderewski edition. That's why I asked you about the edition. You will see very clearly that G is not to be repeated. It's tired.
Okay. I'll go from 25.
Okay. Right. And so also remember, it's a bit you play melodies. You play you play the last quaver too much because you're playing it almost as though it is part of the top voice. You play, and it's, isn't it? Yes, that's it. Good, good. Make sure that it doesn't disappear, but make sure that it doesn't become a part of the top voice. Yeah. Try a little, just a fraction faster, because it really, slower it goes, more difficult it is for somebody still at your young age to kind of do something. So the rhythm. Imagine 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that kind of thing, rather than 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just it's a matter of very little, but a big difference in actually being able to hold the whole thing together. Yeah, in the bar 30, it's nice to show very gently show this voice. Make sure that it doesn't become again the part of the top voice, but just bring this polyphony.
So
If you look,
alto or
sorry,
the alto.
Yeah, that's right, that one. Yes, it's just a bit different because you've got this every time. So this time, show it differently. Yeah, but not too much, obviously. But as a background, but so it doesn't become. Right. Okay. Good. That's much better now. So we've got slightly different every time you do the same thing. It's a little bit different, a different color and different things like that, different dynamics. So, but when you go here, you can breathe. From here. Right? So here deeper. And so the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So a little bit slower and later, the second one. Yeah. And now breathe. Yeah. And now again, like we already worked on the same thing. You will very much with the bottom note. No? You see, if you want to do it with it, then you have to do it faster. But if you do it with the bottom note, you have time to sing it and play it really beautifully because all those things are gorgeous. They're not that. Yeah, it's slower. Sing every note. So that's what happens when you have fast fingers. They just want to go faster. Slow them down. That's better, but still slow down. Don't be afraid. Just go with it. You're not going to lose the phrase or the tempo or anything. No, just sing. And then in order to do this in a different way, get less.
Left hand.
Better. Yeah, okay. First a bit more. So there's deeper there, and then there's but those they are so important to really do them like this and with the bottom note rather than the top one. And you're going to have millions of things like that in so many different Chopin pieces, in his concertos, in his other ballades and nocturnes. There's so much of this going on everywhere. So just get used to singing them rather than playing them fast. You were from the first note, from the first F. From here. From the first F in the bar 42. Bring that up, that in the left hand more.
Left hand, F or C? Or both?
F, of course, because it's melody. Yes, C, no, C is boring. Because see, there's no melody there, they just notes. So always in Chopin bring, have a look. What's moving? Where is the line going? Where is there some modulation? Where is something like that? This is. Yeah. Right, and that's better. That's to remember all these things, right? Now, this in Chopin, everything like that is usually done with a rubato, and there's always a rubato in the bottom note, and then you go forward towards the middle, and then the rubato, then a little bit to the middle, and then that's 3 notes. So it's the same things in all the, you know, like even in endings of nocturnes and things like that. All is done like that.
Should I go from bar 44 or?
Yeah. So do a longer bottom note. That way. A little bit there as well. Everything depends how you actually rubato of that first bottom F, really bottom one. Ba, 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 ba. Yes, that's much better. That's much more artistic. That's much more mature because that's it. Empty. Yeah. Every note in Chopin is really it. Okay, let's. Oh God, the time's flying. Now we go from presto con fuoco, but I'm not going to spend much time on these sections because this is just practice for you, basically. Unless you've got any ideas, you want to ask me how to practice this kind of thing.
I would like to practice 48. I mean, I understand when you come down. Personally, I feel a little bit more relaxed. It's more easier for me, but like going up part, going up part.
Agree with you. That's okay. I used to practice that. You practicing that?
No, I actually.
Like that. And like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and to the top. So then I'm not too scared about the jump there. And then like that. And again in the jumps as well.
All right. Okay.
Try see how you feel. I used to do like that. And the jump. And go to the jump. Go for that top. Yeah, from there. Right, and then you add left. With it. Yeah, I think once you feel those chords much more under your fingers, and okay. doing. And once you feel those chords more under your fingers, I think you will find that much easier because your fingers will be already in that position, used to that position, and then it's more difficult to actually do that than to do that. Eventually, it's more difficult to do it really accurately in chords. So if you can get really very happy doing it in chords, then all this will stop being frightening. That's much easier.
All right, I think that part is one of the hardest for me. And for now, that page is.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what I want you to notice in the bar 54, you got the melody there. Have you noticed the melody? No? Okay. And it's middle notes.
It's the middle notes.
Yeah. That's right. So bring them a little bit more because they're just coming. That's what I heard. It's out. Boring. You can do it. You can do a little bit before you go there. Yeah? On that middle melody.
Oh God.
On the E flat.
E flat.
No. That's right. Okay. Right. So this you can often practice whatever. Now, which sections do you want to go on to now?
I would like it if we do the last page, especially. Really like the last two pages. Yeah, from agitato.
The actual finale, yeah?
Yeah, like
Okay. Now, in this section here, which is the very beautiful, you need a little bit more fumosa, a little bit more passion. It needs more drama and more drive to achieve the combinations. And look at all the melodies coming through here. There's all these melodies in the middle and so on. So look at all those. Right? Okay. And so you want to go, but your actually agitato wasn't too bad.
It wasn't?
No, it wasn't too bad. No.
Okay.
Oh.
It's like my shoulders and my wrist really just
hurt.
goes like
Probably
that.
in this. Right. Now, don't stop before. And then stop.
I see.
But don't stop it. If you go it slowly. If you practice a bit slower, thinking about the melody rather than preoccupied with that repetitive C, which is a real pain. I know it's very, very uncomfortable. I don't like it either, and I never did. And then you have to jump as well at the same time. So, but you practice like that. Just the top notes to first get,
Just
that. With the left hand, so something else is happening, Just using the fingering, which you're going to use when you're playing, obviously, two notes at the same time. Then practice. without left hand, but then add left hand so it just gets
Okay.
used to playing together. Another way of practice. You can do too slow, too fast. You can do two. That will help you as well. And then
Okay.
so you will be practicing slowly and fast. So your hand will be getting used to playing fast, but will eventually get used to it. But we'll also have the slow bit in which is going to rest and try to kind of know the wrist is a problem here. Try to kind of. It's no good doing this like that because it's too fast. There's no time to do this machine thing. It's too fast. But just, I think if you work on slower and faster groups in smaller sections in which so you don't keep going. Give yourself time. This kind of bits, finales of Chopin ballads, they all take longer and longer time to really become on top. To become on top of them. Every finale of the Chopin 1, 2, 3, and 4 ballads are headaches. And the number 4 is a total nightmare. But this one, yes, if you practice in the right way, you will get used to it. Don't try to force the tempo and things too quickly in any finales like that, or in big polonaises and things like that. Just take it very gradually. Gradually increase your speed so your body, your fingers get used to it, and you don't feel tired. If you try to throw yourself too quickly, then it's right. So that is my advice how to practice.
Okay.
The whole these bits. How is that? That again. I'm a great believer in playing everything with chords, making
chords
to chords. So your hand is solid over those notes, and also jumping. Like that, making sure that you jumping at these. And the same thing this I used to practice.
Oh, this part is kind of okay, but after this part starts to get a little.
This
Yeah.
I practice again in rhythms.
Okay.
And then I'm a great believer in doing even rhythms rather than. I don't particularly like using them myself or anything.
We kind of practice like what you just did. We just do that. So.
Yeah, well, yes, but I think this is it. Well, for me that works better. But again, and once that is accurate, then this is easy. Yeah, and practice. Millions of different ways you can really work out your own, but always start with a bit slower tempo and think how you're going to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, and this how's that? That's another one. It can be a little bit tiring, but for some reason this is a bit easy, I think, because. Right? You want to do some more? Yes. Feel it very much into. This is melody. You have to. Yeah, making a melody. melody out of this technical business. So it sounds like a melody rather than an exercise by Kano or something like that. Yeah. Even feel within. Give your fingers something to do rather than just play fast and feel worry about it. That's better. And that definitely. Again, singing that top voice with the top and legato is about 172, the second group. The first group is staccato.
Oh, okay.
The difficulty here is connecting C with the next C from the third to the fifth finger.
Oh my, okay.
That's better. Make sure that you don't come off the first C. That's right. And then you're getting a different color. You see, this is it's already a different color of the sound. But this is really detached.
It's more detached? Okay.
And not,
Oh.
yeah, and not. That's right. That's it. The same.
Wait, but here is not detached. Cause oh, there's no legato. Oh.
That's it. Oh, that was nicely done. Very nice. Now, staccato is not written here, therefore it means it is kind of slightly detached. It's not legato because if he wanted legato, he was absolutely paranoid about staccatos and legatos and things, and he was very, very particular about himself. And he always said he wanted everything to be done with legato and things. Now, he also did not really like staccato. So a lot of pieces you will find they have no staccato, and his staccato is not like staccato as we know, right? Okay, I think we've pretty much done most of the basic stuff. What I would have liked to have worked on the middle section, but you know, the beginning took so much. Beginning took a lot because that's such a difficult opening of the ballad, and then this bit of it helping technically. So hopefully I've been of some help.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Yuma, all the best.
All right, thank you.
Okay, with your playing and everything, you're very talented. So good luck.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Fiderkiewicz, and thank you so much, Yuma, and thank you for everyone watching today's masterclass. We appreciate your support. Have a wonderful day. So long.